Good morning, everybody. And good morning especially to Cece. Hello. It is 11 a.m. on Friday, February 10th. We're going to be looking at the games that came out yesterday on Thursday, February the 9th. I may be a little bit sleepy this morning as I did not get any sleep last night, so bear with me. I am propped up entirely by caffeine at this point. Our games today are medium in number. We have 44 games that we're going to be looking at today. And our first game is called ALPO, Way Home, which is for sale for $5.59 and developed and published by Team Escape. A spirit ALPO that lives high in the sky falls to an underground city where gravity is randomly reversed for some reason. Okay. It's a 2D platformer game where you have to explore the underworld and find a way to climb up to get back to where you were. Okay. So we have a cute little blob person with a halo. So we have a divine little slime person. And then we jump over some garbage. I kind of like the environment design on this one. The boxes, though, that's an interesting artistic choice. Like when that showed up, I immediately thought like, oh no, they've left their engine trigger volumes visible. And that might just be because I have game development brain poisons, but it's a bit weird. Doesn't look like there's any enemies or characters to talk to or really puzzles. It's just sort of walking through places. Okay, one review. Game title change announcement. Okay, so they changed the title at some point, but they did not change it here. This was originally called Lightfall. And there is one review that is... I did add a translation thing here, so... Wait, no, that's Twitter. It's all good, but there's a section where the key doesn't eat when you control gravity with that marble. Okay, well, Google Translate has not been particularly illuminating here. Checking out our charts, we have one person playing it now, and a couple of people played it. It went up on the 22nd of January. So not a good deal of time. Picked up 7 followers, which is not many, and 1 positive review. So, it does look neat, but I don't think that the gravity thing is a sufficiently like grabby hook to get over the fact that it is a puzzle platformer on Steam in 2023. So I don't think it's going to do particularly well. I'm going to guess maybe 100 people check this one out. It does look well made. I just think that the genre is a hard ask these days. Moving on to Asteroid Defender, which is for sale for $12.99 and developed and published by Grey Wolf Interactive LLC. Launch into space and blast asteroids from the sky before they can hit Earth in this fast-paced shooter inspired by the original arcade game. Earn upgrades along the way, maintain your defenses, and complete various side missions. Okay, we're actually getting like some backstory to this asteroids game. Alright. Welcome to the Earth Defense Force. Okay. Huh. Alright, so it's like, it is a 3D space shooter, so you are flying around. That was interesting. I wonder what the planes are. Wow, that was a transition. Undertake challenging side missions. Okay, kind of interesting. Great game with fun takes on the genre. A welcome challenge in the too often super easy indie category. Makes your progress feel earned. That's interesting. Free demo, developer update. So this is not a release into early access. This game was in early access and appears to have picked up a few reviews from there. My guess is this was in early access for quite a while, because it's a very old app ID. Most people who played it was 1, so this has not been super successful. Alright, yes, as I suspected, this is an extremely old app ID. Excuse me while I go digging. Okay, so this went up on January 23rd, 2018. So it looks like, when was this last put up? Okay, so they have a demo and a development update. Okay, the developer update does not. Oh, wait. Early access. Oh, okay, so that was. All right, it doesn't look like they specifically released a version for 1.0. Okay, well, 26 followers, and how many reviews? 3 positive reviews. 3. So, I don't think Grey Wolf Interactive will find their numbers go up a great deal because of a 1.0 release at this point. I don't think that's likely to happen. I'm going to guess maybe 200 for that one. Moving on to our next game, which is Astral Coconut. That's a fun name. It's a free-to-play game developed by Team Coconut and published by Team Coconut. Very nice. This is not what I was expecting at all. A skating-based adventure in a vast alien world. Huh. Okay. What kind of skating? I mean, that's a cool big dead monster. Is this the game? Or is this just the camera moving? I think that was the camera. Oh, it's this kind of skating. Okay, so it's sort of like rollerblading. Except like light skating. That's kind of neat. Why did you show us the big weird guy? Oh, there's a grappling hook. And combat, apparently. Interesting. And deadly monsters. Alright, neat. Skate your way through large open areas in this fluid, atmospheric platforming adventure. Conquer the alien world by utilizing intuitive, flowing combat. Alright. Basically, a rough around the edges and quite buggy, but still solid for a free game. Cyberpunk variation of Sonic's Frontiers gameplay loop. Okay, that's kind of cool. Alright. Let's check out the chart. So, a couple of people have played this, 6 of them in the last little while. The story page went up on January 1st of this year. Good morning, Josuke. How are you today? What am I going to guess for this one? It is free. It looks cool. Like, it looks like there's a lot to do in there. So, what am I going to guess? I think I'm going to guess 200 for this one as well. Nicely done, Team Coconut. Moving on to our next game. We're going to look at Ball Go Home. Ball Go Home is also a free-to-play game, but this one is by Mitchell Howard and published by the same. I think Mitchell is probably our first solo developer for today. Run, jump, and fall through over 100 levels in this fun, difficult 2D physics platformer. Master a unique control scheme as you get your ball home. Huh. Okay. I think that was a pretty effective, like, first few shots of the game. Huh. Interesting. Okay. A unique physics-based control scheme that is easy to learn but very hard to master. This is the kind of game that, honestly, I spend way too much time playing. Hey, it's Annoying Crow. Once again, Crow is the first person to review the game on Steam. Kaka. It's like you're playing pool, but it's a platformer. Oh, okay, so that's what the little nub was. I assumed that it just immediately applied an impulse, but no, it looks like you actually like maybe drag away from that in order to shoot the little ball. Reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog, one minigame for some reason. I don't remember the Sonic the Hedgehog 1 minigame. Alright, thanks, Crow. Interesting. So that's one positive review. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. January 17th, 2023. So this is a puzzle platformer. So it's probably not going to get a whole lot of organic reach. But I think that Mitchell did not tell anyone about it until like a couple of weeks ago, which is a bit of a bummer because it looks pretty neat. It's got a cool mechanical idea. So excellent job there, Mitchell. That said, I think I'm probably also going to guess fairly low in terms of total play for this one. 160 or so, that would be my guess. Moving on to Barbaria. Barbaria is for sale for $25.99, developed and published by Stalwart Games LLC. Barbaria is a VR combat builder mashup. Attack other players, build defenses, and equip your team as you compete to be the mightiest in Barbaria. Huh. Okay. I like the trailer mixing like the live actor in there with the visuals. That's very cool. Featuring Godpod. Neat. Okay, so you have like snap together tiles for the building stuff, where you're like building dungeons to fight in. That's kind of cool. A bunch of people have played it. Is this a 1.0 release? Yes. So this is a 1.0 release out of early access. How can I reset the game? Good question. Spent about 5 hours playing Barbaria last night, and it's one of the most addictive and fun VR games I've played yet. And then you went on to play 81 additional hours. That's kind of crazy. I love it. Alright, so people seem pretty enthusiastic about this one. That's nice. Let's see your charts. A couple people are playing this now. And the store page went up on May 5th. A respectable number of followers in that time, and 66 positive and 3 negative reviews. Nice. So, this has probably already sold 2,500 copies or so at minimum. So I'm probably going to guess 5,000 for this one. I think that looks pretty cool, and I think people who have headsets will enjoy checking that one out. Nice job, Stalwart Games. Moving on to our next game. So this one, BETA-SIXDOUZE, is for sale for $20.79, down from $25.99, developed by Liarsoft and published by Shirobune. Now this does technically have the sexual content tag, but there's nothing in any of the marketing materials that actually shows any sexual content. So there might be sexual content in this one, but you can't see it. A gargantuan rose looms in the night sky, poised to strike at any moment. Enter Yosuke, a combat pilot on an unlikely mission to take to the stars with the mysterious Hanako and contain Earth's greatest threat. But will this mismatched duo find common ground in time? And who is Hanako, really? ... Okay, so we have a horror anime visual novel about an evil space rose that you fight with mechs. Neat. They have a Discord. That's very cool. 10 plus hours. I think it's pretty important to put in timelines for visual novels, right? Because some visual novels are like, you know, you sit yourself down for Yume Neko and you're in for 160 hours or something. All the characters are very cute, but it did not get many reviews. We only have 2. They're both positive. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let us check the charts. So 4 people played it. So there are people playing it, but oh no, right. Okay, so they put this up on January 27th. That's not a lot of time. Not a lot of time at all. Extremely healthy interest in this one. So, Liarsoft, have you made other games? You have. You've made a bunch of other games. All right, cool. I thought I recognized the name from somewhere. Okay, they've made a bunch of different. They a porting company? No. No, I think these are all their games. Okay. Very different levels of success here. So a little hard to judge performance on this one just by looking at their previous games. Healthy interest, but almost no lead time, so I don't think Steam is going to help them here very much. They got to 1,000 followers in just 2 weeks, which is very healthy. For what am I going to guess? I'm going to guess probably 6,000? That's what I'm going to guess. That might be too high. No, I'm going to guess 6,000 on this one. Could be very wrong in either direction. Always a little tricky to judge with games that have been put up with so little lead time. Like this is, I think, a mistake. They definitely should have put up their game earlier, told people about it earlier, done a more thorough marketing push, and I think they would have sold a bunch of copies rather than only 2 in the first, or not only 2, only about 60 or something, or maybe up to 100 in the first couple of days, which is a bit of a bummer. Looks like you have a cool game there, Liarsoft, and I hope it does well. Moving on to our next game, which is Changeling Charade. Changeling Charade is for sale for $6.29, down from $10.49, developed and published by Heart's Choice. Put on a magic disguise to find true love. As a changeling, will you stay among the human nobility or join the fairy revolution? Nice capsule, though I definitely read this mask as superheroes and not as a ballroom mask. I think the shape looks like a domino, like a superhero's domino mask. Still, very strong capsule image. This is a Choice of Games Choose Your Own Adventure game. It doesn't look like it was actually made by Choice of Games, but it was made by some people who have made a bunch of similar games. So yes, it looks like they make a bunch of romance, like medium success romance, not visual novels, text games. I love this game and the few minor flaws I found, such as being able to win and lose a painting competition at once, weren't enough to describe the narrative. So positive review. All right. Let's check their charts. So they finished this in about 4 hours. So that's... Oh man, I'm too tired to do math in my head. That's about 40,000 words. So this is like a medium-sized novel. A bunch of people are playing it. This does make sense to me. Like, it might be kind of weird to say like, oh, well, those numbers are higher than you might expect for a game that only has 1 review. But I found that the people who enjoy text adventures don't review games very much. Even if the text adventures are not smutty. December 2nd. So medium amount of time, but no followers. Yeah. I really don't think text adventures do very well on Steam at all, which means that pretty much all marketing for it would have to come from off Steam, just because Steam users like graphics. It's a whole thing. What am I going to guess for this one? 600 maybe? That's going to be my guess. Moving on to our next one, which is Checkerboard Collection. Checkerboard Collection is for sale for $4.49, down from $4.99. Developed and published by Marcus Anderson. Checkerboard Collection. Marcus Anderson, did you do another game? Not one that I looked at. Okay. Checkerboard Collection, a collection of turn-based strategy board games played on a checkerboard. Challenge yourself against AI opponents or go head-to-head with friends in various game modes. Master the art of strategy and become the ultimate checkerboard champion. So far, we are only seeing actual checkers. Are there games that are not normal checkers? Hard to say. It certainly looked like in the video that it was all just normal checkers. So this could just be a normal checkers thing. We saw something like, we saw a normal checkers game before, right? Okay. Let us check the charts. A couple of people have played this, and it went up on the 26th of January. Yep, only 5 followers. Not sure what to think about this one. I'm surprised by the number of people who have been making games like this. Like, we had a couple of chess ones, and this is, I think, the second or possibly third checkers game. Interesting. I'm only going to guess maybe 40 for this one. Marcus, on the off chance that you see this, if you have non-checkers games, it would probably help your marketing, at least, if you gave the checkers in those games, like the tokens in those games, a different shape or something, so that it doesn't all look like it's just one game of checkers. All right, moving on to Demon Dark. Demon Dark is our next game for 1949, developed and published by Hiron Studio Soft. Demon Dark 1 game is a fighting style, is a fast two-handed sword fight. Players will control a character who can both hand-to-hand combat, punching, kicking, punching, archery, fighting, and melee combat with a two-handed sword, and use of magic can summon spirits to help in the fight. Okay. Google Translate is insufficient, I think, for store pages, right? All right. So we do have a little dude. He has swords. He seems to be fighting these sort of guys in smocks. Do we fight anything else, or is it just guys in smocks? Ah, we do fight other things. That's a guy with a big tall hat. All right. They're a boss. It seems like they are doing the same attack over and over again, though. Okay. So we do have a small variety of environments, at least. They seem to be all pretty rocky, but there's... Oh, here we go. This looks like a catwalk or something. Neat. And no reviews. I think if I were to look at this capsule image on like search or something, I would assume that this was I would assume that this was a horror game and not like a combat action game. So I think that might not be helping them there. Looks like nobody played this. They picked up 6 followers and no reviews. And they put it up on the 27th of January, so not much time at all. You put up other games, Hiron Soft? Nope, this is your only game. It doesn't look bad, but I'm gonna guess as well only 40 for this one. Best of luck, Hiron Soft. Moving on to our next game, which is Detective Superstar. Detective Superstar is highlighting my entire page. There we go. Detective Superstar is For sale for $2.33, down from $2.59. Developed and published by Our Show. Our Show? Wonder if that's intentional or if that is a spelling error. Because it could be Our Show, but it is not. Detective Superstar. Join the famous Detective Doyle to solve a series of murder cases in this captivating hidden object adventure game. Okie dokies. There is no perfect crime in the world. Explore crime scenes. Okay. I'm going to guess that this is a mobile port because this all looks very professional. The art style is really solid. Nes evidence. It was identified that there were fingerprints of Leon and Bob on the fruit knife handle of the crime scene. There are traces of coverage on the fingerprints. Traces of coverage. So they might have some translation issues inside the game. We have one user review, which is negative. Why is the text box in the center of the screen? Are they trying to ensure the floor is visible most, since most of the stuff is on the floor? I don't know. I'm kind of interested in how the visual novel stuff. Oh, because she's literally standing on the text box here, right? Like she's not. It's an odd choice. Still, this looks like a cool little detective game with. Let's see what this review says. Small game of just finding things that prolongs the game time and there's nothing to do with the plot. Okay. Well, this is one of the problems that hidden object games have when they do try and include a plot, and they're not just those like, click all the Americana things in this stock photo, which is that a lot of the mechanics of a hidden object game don't usually make sense when applied to real world scenarios. Like, please find all of the things, and someone has like 15 different types of pins and toys and stuff spilled all over the floor, and it's like, you're a detective, what are you doing with all of those? So I think that's a reasonable critique, but we're going to look at the charts. A couple of people are playing this. Store page went up on September 25th. That's a bit surprising. I was thinking that this might be a mobile port, but it doesn't look like it. Or maybe it is. Let's just double check that they made anything else. Our Show. No, Our Show has not made anything else. So I wonder what this is. This could be a heartbreaker. But no, they put it up too early for that. Yeah, genuinely a little confused by this one. Still looks pretty cool. I really do wonder if this is a typo. That would be really unfortunate. What am I gonna guess? I think probably also 40 for this one. Moving on to our next game, which is called Digital Virus. Digital Virus is for sale for $2.33, down from $3.89, and developed and published by Very Hard Meme Studio. Digital Virus is a side-scrolling 2D parkour platformer. You play as an antivirus that tries to keep your computer free of malware. Okay, that's a cute idea. The mechanic seems to be that you can like sort of dive bomb these things and then they dissolve. Okay. I'm not seeing a whole lot of different mechanics or unusual environments. I suspect that this game might be quite small. Okay. Let's see. No reviews. Let us check the charts. One person played it, and the store page went up very, very recently on the 26th. So, no reviews, and only 2 followers. It's really hard to be a platformer on Steam these days. What am I going to guess on this one? 20, maybe? Alright, moving on to Domination, War of Nations. For sale for $6.49. Developed by Andre Fascinetti and Victor Seyfried. And published by Bonin Studios. Bonin Studios. This is an online turn-based board game in which each player will need to eliminate their opponents in order to conquer territories and clear the way to win the game. Okay. This is giving me strong risk feelings. I'm wondering, did Andre Fascetti... that name is familiar. Let's see if they've done anything else. They made Fear Island last year. Don't remember that one. Don't remember this one. Okay, this is very risk-ish. One user review. Very, very short store page description there. Let's see what this person is saying. The best of all. Alright, cool. Game visual improvements. So it looks like this was in early access and this is a 1.0 release. Let's see the charts. No one is playing it now, but a couple of people played it over the last few days. And store page went up on the 4th of January. Oh, they actually have 5 positive reviews. Some are hidden, I guess. Okay. As far as the sort of risk copies that we've seen before, this one is sort of visually quite busy. The capsule image is, I think, AI generated and a little confusing. Like, it does get the idea that there are tanks across, though, but the text is very, because of all the texture on it, it's kind of hard to read. Mind you, my eyes are a little sore because of the whole insomnia thing, but I don't think this one is going to do particularly great. I am going to also probably guess 150 maybe. Could be very wrong. Still looks pretty good. Andre and Victor, best of luck. Garbage Truck Simulator is for sale for $13.59, down from $16.99. Developed and published by Darius Bode. Darius Bode. Garbage Truck Simulator. The Compactor is hungry. 3D simulation game with authentic trucks and real-time destruction physics. Fill the compactor with garbage and keep pressing the button until everything has been smashed. Drive the truck from one stop to the next and collect every pile of garbage from the streets. 7 user reviews. It's kind of... I mean, I can't... Do you just walk into the store and, like, pick up someone's furniture? Huh. Darius, have you made other games? You have. Their last game was out in November. Got 35 reviews. This looks like they make simulator games for, like, vehicle-based simulator games. Okay. I mean, interesting choice to have, like, a destruction simulator that's focused on a garbage truck. Alright. Proactive trash removal service. Everything will be trash eventually. Why not take care of it now? Excellent question. Clearly, they're just getting ahead of the game. Not a bad game to play, right? And I think that the market that Darius Bode is working in their various games are people like Nikita Chaumak here, who is just like really into garbage trucks, right? If you're someone who is really into garbage trucks or really into bus mechanics or something like that, someone making a game for your particular interest is going to work for you, right? So let's see when this went up. Huh. Not bad, not bad at all. This went up on the 21st of December. Just gonna get that wrong forever now, I think. 143 followers. Not bad, and 5 positive and 2 negative reviews. Decent interest per day. What am I gonna guess? I'm gonna guess 500 for this one. Nice job, Darius Bode. You keep doing your stuff. Well, I am gonna take a sip of tea. One moment. That's better. Okie dokie. Our next game is a word that is somewhat challenging to pronounce. Is it goat or Gogte? Or Gogte? It's maybe one of those, or probably none of them. It's for sale for $7.79, developed by Ozzo and published by Ozzo Arcade. In whatever the name of this game is, you will know a different universe from the one lived up to now. Creatures that left our current world behind to found the Dungeons of Madness. Located in a parallel universe where no mortal can reach, they prepare the long-awaited end of the world. Okay, this looks like this is a French game. That was a pumpkin person that you were shooting with a shotgun. Okay, so this is an action-adventure first-person permadeath game. Okay. Looks like there are more pumpkin people to be shooting. And this church is very prominent. Okay, we have 3 reviews. Game looks great, and if you're into tricky puzzles. Okay. This game is for you. Thank you, OIAA. I would not really have guessed that the puzzles were a big part of it. Other people are less charitable. Good morning, Numata. And how are you today? All right. So this went up January 7th. Picked up 33 followers, which is just on the cusp of being good in terms of followers per day. And got 1. It's 1 positive and 1, 2, 3 negative. What are people complaining about? Let's see. Hello everyone, in 2 words, complete crap. That has no meaning at all for 150 rubles. It is better to buy a skin in Contra. There will be more benefits. If you know how, the game is in early access, and so when you pass it, especially if you know how, in 8 to 10 minutes at the end, you will be offered to donate €3 for coffee. Okay, is this still in early access? It's not. So it looks like this was an early access review. It doesn't. End of early access is now 1.0. This great project has already been finished. Okay, interesting. What am I going to guess for this one? 100? Yeah, that seems about right. Moving on to our next game, which is called Home Office Simulator. Home Office Simulator is on sale for $3.98, down from $5.69, developed and published by Big Frog Studios. Home Office Simulator is a relaxing and cute simulator game about the experience of a girl called Ayame working remotely. Part of the game is to keep Ayame free from distractions and keep her focused. Okay. Is this a game about buying cats for like your... Okay, so this is a clicking game, a like keep timers from ticking down game. What a weird idea. I do approve of the fact that you can have many cats. That's really cool. Gameplay looks for like this is a comprehensible game. I don't know if it's okay. Mr. Mino says very new game, so bugs are expected, but it shows 2 logo screens and then a gray screen. Program not responding, so the game is unplayable. Not great. Big Frog, you got to make sure your game can actually be played. Yes, my primary response to this one personally is just I approve of being able to have many cats. A few people have played this. Store page went up on October 11th. So, some significant work went into this one. But, didn't pick up many followers in that time. So I have a feeling that Big Frog Studios probably didn't tell many people about this one. I think that this is the kind of game that could get covered on some news sites, like Rock Paper Shotgun might take a look at this, especially if they, highlighted the fact that you can get cats for this home office that you're building. As it stands, I don't think that they're going to sell a whole lot of them unless they get a lot of outside attention very quickly. So, what am I going to guess for this one? It's only $4. If it works for more people, I could say 150, maybe? Yep, that's going to be my guess. Best of luck, Big Frog Studios. I hope your game release goes well and you're able to fix whatever bugs that person was having. Alright, next game is HuaBing. HuaBing is a free-to-play game developed and published by Dust Studio. Pictorial Pie is a large multi-person... Okay, this game is not called Pictorial Pie, or maybe it is and that's a translation? I don't know. Is a large multiplayer online role-playing game in the Zhangzhe sandbox with growth of martial arts, the construction of the Zongmen and the cave, and the free PvP battle. Dangers and opportunities can be seen everywhere. So we have one of those trailers where they just turned the game on and then just showed us very slowly logging in. Very unusual choice for a trailer. Or not unusual, just it's not a good idea. Your trailer has a lot of other things it needs to be doing and not showing people how to log into your game. It's certainly not showing loading screens. You should probably not have loading screens in your trailer. Even if your game has loading screens, just don't put them in the trailer. Okay, we have a bald dude. I wonder why this coin is like shrugging. Is it like you might get some money? Who knows? That's definitely a debug sphere. Yeah. So I would say that this looks overall quite unpolished, just generally. It is free to play though, so that's kind of neat. Meh Network says meh and a thumbs down, and Annoying Crow says I don't want to use Bing. Bing does not help me find the gray torrents. What? Okay. I don't know what Crow's on about there. Oh, it's called HuaBing. Okay. All right, cool. Thanks, Crow. Thanks, Crow. Actually, there's more reviews, but we can't see them. So, let's check their charts. So, a couple of people are playing this, and it came out on the 27th. Went up on the 27th. Not a great deal of time to advertise an MMO, and they only picked up 15 followers in that time. They did have 2 positive and 4 negative, so I think that was... They have 1 more, but I don't think it matters that much. So very short advertising campaign period. Not great, but not terrible. Followers per day. That trailer's got to go. That needs to be redone really badly. Capsule's kind of cool though. what am I going to say to this one? It is free to play, so yeah, I'm going to put this at 400, I think. Good luck, Dust Studio. Moving on to our next game called Idlenetics. Idlenetics. That's an interesting name. For sale for $4.24, down from $4.99. Developed and published by Zorki. Exciting idle tycoon game that immerses you in a beautiful medieval world. The game features a hex-based map that is divided into different zones, each of which is unlocked as the player progresses through the game. Okay. So we have... yeah, alright, so we've got an idle game. I like the low poly, sort of chunky art style. I think that's kind of cool. Only one user review, though. In a nutshell, it's terrible. It's not labeled as early access, but the version number in-game says 0.1 beta. The income generators are unbalanced, and once you get them started, there's literally nothing to do except wait for them to generate income. Leveling up allows you to buy new buildings, but gives no actual bonuses. Saving up gold to buy new buildings takes forever. Refunded. That is a scathing review, but if we trust punctuality here, it does seem like it's rather unfinished as far as idle games go. So, negative review. Let's look at the charts. A couple of people are playing this. Went up on the 27th as well. And amassed 29 followers. So, that is interesting. A lot of followers for a very, very small number of reviews, or just basically one negative review. So I think that this game could be very underbaked for its release. Though I will say that the presentation of both the capsule, the title, the art style and stuff is pretty cool. However, the fact that it is always the same island, I was thinking at first that it was different islands, and so there will be like sort of different paths of progression and stuff. Looks like it's always the same island. Still, the presentation is really solid, but it looks like maybe they need to check the balance in the game itself. I'm still going to guess 200 or so. Idle games do pretty good. Moving on to our next game, Locks the Thief. Locks the Thief is on sale for $10.49 and developed and published by Padlock Technology LLC. Locks the Thief. A talented thief is summoned to sabotage a sinister plot devised by his own tribe. Okay, so we've got a little dude. I think this might be Locks the sneak attack guy. Fight and sneak. Okay. Sneak attack. Steal for the greater good and yourself. Okay, so it looks like mostly these little sneaking puzzles. Only one review. I'm having a fun time with this simple action RPG on my Steam Deck. I'm enjoying the tongue-in-cheek narration by Locke and dig-zipping all over the map to tackle enemy hordes. Okay, positive review there. A couple of people have played this. So, this has been in development for a while. Alright, this went up on October 10th, 2021. That is some time ago. 25 followers and only one positive review. So, I think this may be a heartbreaker. That would be my guess. I think Padlock Technologies worked on this for a long time and did not tell anyone about it. They put the store page up, which is good, but then do not appear to have done much in the way of marketing. Because I think if they did do marketing, this would certainly have gotten more than 25 followers in almost 500 days. As it stands, unless they do a bunch of marketing now, I'm going to guess 100 maybe on this one. Best of luck, Padlock Technologies. moving on to Marshrutka. Marshrutka is on sale for $2.33, down from $3.89, developed and published by Very Hard Meme Studio, who had another game out today, I think. Yes, they had Digital Virus out today. So they have 2 games coming out on the same day. And this one is called Marshrutka. A side view game where the player drives a vehicle and dodges obstacles on the roads, collecting coins and waiting passengers. This is a bus simulator game. The goal of the game is to drive as far as possible and collect passengers in time. Otherwise, the level of orders will drop. Level of orders. Right, okay, so these people made both Moving Forward, which was a top-down sort of dodging racing game kind of thing, and Donut or Cookie, which was a kind of clever-looking little puzzle game where you could like use donuts and cookies to solve puzzles. Okay, so going back to this one. Yep, just driving a bus, jumping over traffic cones, and picking up coins. No reviews. Does not look like anyone played this. They picked up 4 followers from January 25th. I'm going to guess 10 people checked that one out. Moving on to our next game. To Metabolis. Wait, there we go. Metabolis C64 Spectrum. This is another C64 game port by Gremlin Graphics and Pixel Games UK. It is for sale for $4.49, down from $4.99. In this surreal platformer, released in 1985 for the Commodore 64 and ZX Spectrum, you have been transformed into a bird and must fight to save the human race from the invading Kremlins by exploring an expansive world and collecting useful items. Okay, so you are a little bird thing. And you throw boomerangs. I love early games. As usual, probably not a game that I would actually want to play, but it is very cool to see it here being preserved in this form. Come on, period. That's not where you're supposed to be. And they put this up on the 23rd. It got no reviews and picked up 12 followers. So probably not one of the old games that has a big following on that one. I'm going to guess 50 people try that one. Our next game is Midnight Scenes from the Wood. Midnight Scenes from the Wood is for sale for $5.84, down from $6.49. Developed and published by Octavio Navarro. I think we have also seen before. Octavio Navarro. Disturbing incidents begin happening after the arrival of a new patient at Fernwood Creek Medical Health Center. Welcome to a new dimension of horror. Welcome to Midnight Scenes. I wonder if this is intended to be an ongoing horror series. Ooh, I like the sprite art. A mental health center for the youth. Very cool. A peaceful place surrounded by woods. You can walk a goose. That's very dangerous. Probably more dangerous than whatever monsters in this game. Geese are terrifying. Really nice pixel art. I like the use of outlines on the character sprites to make them sort of pop out from the environments. A quiet boy. I like the capsule image. That's very strong. Okay, we've got 8 user reviews. Let's see what people are saying. I stumbled across this game today and the storyline intrigued me. I absolutely recommend this game for those who love a short and sweet horror story. Finished in 1.5 hours. Take an evening to sit and play through this wonderful work. You won't be disappointed. Midnight Scenes can't miss for real. Delivers exactly what I want to do. No fast. Okay, so I'm right that this is Right, yes, okay. I have played some of these myself. I played the Librarian. So Octavio Navarro has been making, and the Supper. I actually own the Supper, or I have the Supper. The Supper was free. Octavio Navarro has been making these little horror games for years now, and they're all very cool, and they're all sort of little bite-sized horror games. They've never had huge success with them, but they're all intricately detailed little games. I'm kind of a fan, so it's nice to see them still going. They mention here in the page that it is a 60 to 90 minute game. Perfect to play before bed. Nice. Lots of happy reviews, but not a ton of them. Some people played it on Twitch. That's always cool to see. And it went up on November 3rd. Picking up 139 follows in the time since, so a decent followers per day count and some positive reviews. So I do think that they are going to get over the 10 review minimum. What am I going to guess for this one? I'm going to guess 1,000. That might be too high, but I do want them to do really well because I think they make really good stuff. So that is my hopeful 1,000. Moving on to Mystic Gate. Mystic Gate is for sale for $10.39, down from $12.99, developed and published by Zoo Corporation. And if this game is not a game about zoos, I will be disappointed. A mystic gate created by the gods suddenly appears in the human world. Adventurers challenge themselves with the tests that await them beyond the gate. In order to earn your wish, you must defeat hordes and bosses in this roguelike dungeon exploration bullet hell. Okay. Okay, getting an Enter the Gungeon kind of vibe from this. Which is not a bad vibe to get. This looks pretty snappy. I like the dodge roll mechanic. Mystic Gate. A dungeon that changes shape every time, so this is a roguelike. Get weapons from treasure chests. Yeah, this is very, very Enter the Gungeon-y. What I'm looking for, though, is a really strong hook. Because this looks like Enter the Gungeon, but it so far hasn't really impressed upon me like a particular thing that is like, yeah, this is Enter the Gungeon, but you'll want to play it because X. Fun little roguelike twin stick shooter, especially with how unlimited bullet mechanic implemented in this game. Roguelike action DC plus ambience plus challenging. Spray and play against those crazy bosses. Dodge and dash all the bullets. Complete quests, permabuff, upgrade gear, and more. Local co-op. Neat. Okay. This one looks cool. They don't necessarily look like they're selling a lot of them. I could be wrong. 11 people are playing it now. Big spike in the last few days. And it went up on July 16th. Did not make many followers. Yeah, that's a very low follower per day count. Which is a bit of a bummer. 3 positive, 1 negative. What do I think about this one? I think this one needed more marketing. And also, I do think that it is missing... It's missing a strong thing to differentiate it from its inspiration. It looks a bit more serious. It looks like there's maybe more story going on here. But I think it is close enough in presentation style and gameplay that it is going to be compared to Enter the Gungeon by anyone who looks at this. And if you're going to hew so closely to your inspirations, you have to differentiate yourself in some way. And I don't see that. Still, it looks really good. Nice job to do Barbaria. Unfortunately, I am going to guess you only sell 600 copies of this one. That's going to be my guess. Moving on to Nitrous Firetruck. Okay. Nitrous Firetruck is for sale for $6.49, developed and published by Firecastle Studios. Response time from this fire department has been slacking recently, so nitrous oxide has been installed in the fire truck. Yes, that was exactly what I was hoping that this game would be. Located directly in between two cities, this firehouse is responsible for putting out fire calls in both cities. Okay. All right. I mean, you're shooting little water balls at the fires. Very funny idea. It is in early access. No one's reviewed it. And it's about being in a fire truck that has a nitrous oxide injector. Nice. No one has played it. It picked up 3 followers and no reviews. From the 27th of January, so no time at all to see this game. I mean, it's a hilarious idea, but I don't know if many people are actually going to buy it. I'm going to guess 60. That's going to be my guess on this one. Okie dokie. Our next game is called One Drone, which is for sale for $2.33, down from $3.89, developed and published by Very Hard Meme Studio. So Very Hard Meme actually has 3 games out today. At least 3. We might have more lurking in the deck. One Drone, a game with a side view. The player controls the drone, dodging enemy projectiles, objects, and flying machines. Along the way, collecting bonus electronic chips that open up new opportunities for the drone and further progress. So this is sort of a side-scrolling space shooter. It looks like they are reusing the coin sprites from their other games. Very normal kind of space shooter, except that you are shooting ground targets. That's kind of unusual. Interesting. No user reviews. I wonder when this one went up. The others were all up on the 27th, I think. Yes, doesn't look like anyone played this, and it picked up 1 follower. And it went up on the 25th. So, yeah. Not sure what they're doing there. I don't think that this one is going to sell very many. I'm going to say 40 probably on that one. All right. Next game. RE. Vertical line, like colon, vertical line, THM, space dash, space, once upon a time. That is a title, isn't it? It is a free-to-play game, developed and published by Voyagers Games. I think it's Rhythm. I think that's what this is. Rhythm Once Upon a Time. An RPG that takes you on a journey through inverted time. Rain falls from below to above, and defeated enemies come back to life. Encounters begin parting, and the story moves towards its beginning. Okay, this is in early access. I mean, I dig the little moonwalking guy. Yeah, the characters are very cute. I do wonder what the gameplay is, though, because you're mostly just sort of... Okay, it is a rhythm game. Yeah, very cute characters. Ah, look at the bird. Okay. Time paradox. Huh. I assume that there have to be other games where the primary like combat mechanic is a rhythm game, right? This is free to play. It is also free to play in early access. There's one review, which is fantastic free game for both rhythm fans and fans of quirky RPG type games. Takes about an hour of walking backwards, literally and through time, through a linear path where you encounter coolly designed enemies and battles. Neat. One person is playing it now with 8 at peak. 40 followers. Two positive and one negative reviews. And run up on Steam on the 23rd. Very interesting game there, Boyosha's Games. I am going to say probably 500 people check this one out. Though I hope I'm wrong, and you get the attention of you get the zeitgeist's attention on this one, because I think that could be very popular if the right parts of the internet start paying attention to it. I'm specifically thinking of Tumblr. This seems like a kind of game that Tumblr would be really into. Moving on to Rice Bowl Restaurant. Huh. This is by Nextville Entertainment and published by CRX Entertainment Pte. Limited. Developed and for sale for $12.99. I'm wondering if this is related to the other... nope, it is completely different. Okay, cool. Rice Bowl Restaurants. Meet various customers, cook and serve them quickly and precisely. No reviews. And we have a fairly standard looking cooking game. I like the way the customers just sort of slide into place. That's very cool. Serve a variety of customers. You can upgrade your woks and your pots. These are characters from animes. Alright. Alright. Huh. I wonder if this is a port. Nextville, have you made a bunch of other stuff? You did make Asian Food Cart Tycoon. Okay. I thought they had very similar names. So these are the people who made Asian Food Cart Tycoon. And in this case, it is a rice bowl restaurant. Okie dokie. No reviews, though. Let's see the charts. With 23rd of January. And they only picked up 7 followers, so that's not many. I don't think this one will do as well as their other game. The other game looks like it had more going on. This one is like very much just like a strict cooking game, at least from what I can see. Cook and serve your customers, act quickly, pay debts, and unlock stories. They're not showing any of the stories or how they would work. What am I going to guess on this one? 50? Something like that. All right. Moving on to Rogue Shift, which is almost certainly a release from early access because its Steam ID is very, very low. It is for sale for $10.49, down from $17.49, developed by Farflung Games and published by Critivo. Delete that, please. Rogue Shift is a high-intensity top-down shooter set in a harsh planet that will test your will to survive. To stay alive, you will pit yourself against hordes of relentless enemies in an unforgiving, hostile environment. Okay, we have a top-down shooter where you're shooting various alien bug things. Looks pretty cool. The bugs are suitably crawly. We have 10 reviews. Game is overall amazing, and the graphics, physics, and creatures. Cool. I remember playing this back when it was on Game Jolt called Infinite Desolation. Oh, this is Infinite Desolation. I remember Infinite Desolation. Yes. Okay. I thought this looked familiar. Okay, let's check the charts. I think this one has probably been up from like 2016 or something. Also, I want to check if they've got a 1.0 release. They do. 35 incremental upgrades along the way, responding to valuable player feedback and fixing bugs. So this is our full release build 1.0 1.0.1 is out. A couple of people are playing it right now. And let's see when they actually put the page up. It'll probably be 2018 or so. Oh, even older. Okay, so this is from March 17th, 2017. Ooh, I'm fading fast here, everybody. I'm gonna get through this, but then I think I'm definitely gonna pour myself into bed afterwards. All right. Picked up a bunch of followers in the time that took. 20 positive reviews and 1 negative review. So, what am I thinking for this one? I'm gonna guess 2,000 on this one. Yeah. Good job getting to 1.0 Farflung games. That looks like it was a journey. Moving on to our next game, Roman Empire versus Barbarians. Barbarians keep expanding all over the place, and you've been summoned as the hero who's going to stop them. You are provided with a Roman Empire tower that comes with a powerful catapult and a team of warriors. Will that be enough to stop the barbarian invasion? Okay, pretty cool little pixel art. Ah, huh. We've seen games like this before. It will not be enough. Not necessarily. Looks like they're doing pretty good so far. Okay, so this is... I wonder what to call this genre. They call it action tower defense strategy. Okay, so it is tower defense. It's just that your tower defenses, rather than being towers, are like heroes. Or in this case, Roman legionnaires. Boogeyman Studios. Have you made other games? You have. Wonder if you've made any that I've seen. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, let us peek at your charts. You are defending a tower. Flip on the genre. That is true, yes. Though you can't control the characters. So it is very similar to the original genre. So they only have 11 followers, no reviews, and they went up on January 17th. Okay, what do I guess on this one? I mean, it doesn't look bad. What am I going to guess? 90 maybe? Really unsure on that one. I still don't quite understand tower defense games, especially not a reverse tower defense game like that. All right, moving on to Rune Teller. Rune Teller is for sale for $18.19, down from $25.99, developed and published by Code Life Studio. Become a powerful Rune Teller, traveling through the open world of the Rune Gaia. Recruit great colleagues for a fun journey, craft through a variety of items, and solve the requests of the Rune Gaia residents. At the end of a long journey, you will find the reason for your resurrection. Okay. Some very familiar low-poly graphics. Looks like we have an action RPG kind of combat system. Looks pretty cool. Reinforced Thunder Shield, level 2. Okay. Huh. I wonder what this posing does. Oh no, a demon guy. Okay. Quite a few reviews, so this must be coming out of early access. Notice, Rune Teller has been officially released. Nice. They have a Discord. Very, very cool. Product refunded. I don't understand why this is getting so much praise in its current state, though that was September. Way too early access for me doesn't resemble anything like what I've seen. Will just come back in a year. I wonder if they do. Fun little game, best enjoyed with a few friends. So most of these are early access reviews where it seems to have done quite well. Let's check the charts. 70 people playing this now. Very nice, very nice. I'm guessing this is when they went to early access. Cool. So this is June 11th, 2022. Quite a healthy follower count. And they're already up to maybe 11 or 12,000 for this one. So, what am I going to guess? I'm going to guess 20,000 on this one. It seems popular. Interesting. All right, nice job, Code Life. Moving on to our next game, called Sosso. Sosso is for sale for $2.29, developed and published by Memory Games. This is a slightly cute but brainstorming puzzle. I'm very tired, but also this is a weird sentence. This is a slightly cute but brainstorming platform jump puzzle solving game. You need to carefully observe to find the right route, get the key to open the door to the next gate. So let's see. Okay, so this is a world rotating game. We have a little puzzle platformer where you can rotate the world. You are a cute little slime. This is the second slime game that we have had today. It's a cool little mechanic, but again, puzzle platformers on Steam, they don't tend to do particularly well. Strong capsule image, very cute. No reviews though. One person has played it a few times. All right, game went up on July 22nd, 2022. Oh, that's kind of neat. I agree. Like the world rotation is like really smooth looking. The presentation is super simple, but it's also extremely clear. Like, I genuinely think that this one would be a lot of fun. Probably not too long, and but yeah, really, really polished, and it's a clever little mechanic. It is, however, unfortunately, a puzzle platformer on Steam, so it's probably not going to do super hot. They only picked up 18 followers and no reviews. Yeah, this is a bummer. Is it a port? It could be a port from. It could be a port from the Nintendo platform. I am really tired. Switch. Let's see. No, that's only okay. Sosso Games. I think that's something else. Yeah, I think this is something else. Yeah, something else. That is a game retailing website. Nope. No, it's not a port. It seems like this is its first release. It is really polished though, so I can understand why you might think it was a port. As it stands, I don't think that this is going to get the kind of sales that they were hoping for. I will say, I think that with the amount of time that they had, if they had been regularly marketing this game, we would see better numbers. Like, it is really rough to be a puzzle platformer on Steam these days, but like, this game looks good. This game looks real good. So I have to think that in addition to the fact that it is an unpopular genre, or like an oversaturated genre for the existing demand, in addition, I don't think that they marketed this game enough. Like, they put it up on Steam early, so that's good. But yeah, I don't think they marketed it enough. So what am I going to guess for this one? It is really polished looking, so I'm going to give it a number that is considerably higher than its current numbers would deserve. I'm going to give it 150. That is maybe too high. For $2 USD, I'd totally buy it and check it out. Yeah, me too. Like this one's definitely sort of a standard interesting one for today. Yeah. Very cool game, Memory Games, but you got to tell people about your game. And also, puzzle platformers are a tough sell these days. I look forward to seeing what they do next, though. Very cool. To Spirit of Midnight Prologue, which is a free-to-play game developed and published by Good Badger, which is a very good name for a game studio. Oh my gosh, look at this cute little talking cat. Ah, look at how cute they are. I love cats. Okay, looks like a little adventure game. Enjoy an introduction to the upcoming charming adventure game. Ah, okay, so this is a prologue. All right, so they're making a game called Spirit of Midnight, and this is a prologue where you can talk to what appears to be a sassy snake in a feathered hat. Which, yep, that sold me on this. This won the audience favorite award at PAX Rising. That's interesting. Prologue is about 25 minutes long and no reviews. Nuts. My friends. Good heavens. Good Badger Games. You have to link to your main game from this game. You can put a game link here in the description. And if you do that, people will be able to click through from this page to the actual game. The menu is not in English. That might be why it's not doing so great. That's too bad. That's a bummer. Okay, so we're going to look first at the charts for... that's for Sosso, by the way. Spirit of Midnight appears to be in English. So this thing, the prologue, went up on the 24th of January. Picked up 21 followers and has no reviews. But I do want to check out what the actual game looks like. In terms of their charts. Because in terms of their art and everything, it's all like really charming looking. So they have 300 followers at this point. It looks like they have gotten into a couple of festivals. I think that was 2. This might have been... You know, I don't know enough about the Steam sales or the Steam promotional events to be able to say. But, I don't know, looking cool. As it stands, though, I don't know how many people are going to play this one. You gotta cross-link your pages, right? You need to put an update on the main store page to say like, hey, play our prologue, unless this one has the demo. No, it doesn't. So yes, you have this prologue thing, but you don't actually have the prologue in there. Like the prologue itself is not linked. You're linking to a event where you then link to the prologue. So you can link them directly, and I think that would get more crossover. Gosh, as it stands, what am I going to guess? 500 on this one? I think it is free. No, I'm going to guess 1,000 because it is free. Really cool job there. Good Badger. Best of luck when your game finally releases. Our next game is SUBNET Escape Room Adventure, which is for sale for $10.61, down from $11.79, developed and published by M9 Games. Oh no, SteamDB. So, SUBNET Escape Room Adventure. Put your puzzle-solving skills to the test. The DRK Force hacker group is exploiting the underground subway system, and it is up to you to stop them. Navigate the city and underground, decipher codes, and outsmart the enemy at every turn. It's a high-stakes race to save the city and become a hero. Okay, so this is like an escape room game set in a subway station, I think. The graphics look really nice. Like, I'm guessing these are mostly bought assets, but they are put together really nicely. There's there's some cool post-processing effects. There's not much of an indication as to, okay, all right, so we're going to be doing like sliding block puzzles and different kind of coast puzzles. I do like the fact that they have escape room in the name. That will help them with like SEO on the Steam webpage, which is good for user reviews. So thoroughly enjoyed this game. It's not a typical escape room, which can be done in 30 minutes with minimal thought. This game had some puzzles which took significant thought to get past. I did run into a couple of glitches within the game, but nothing game-breaking. I recommend the game to anyone who enjoys 3D escape rooms. That's very nice. What does this negative review mean? It's okay to translate Chinese by machine. I don't even know what to do when I enter the game. Okay, so I'm assuming that that this is another not a great translation, which is it's not okay to translate Chinese by machine. I don't even know what to do when I enter the game. Yeah, I know that the fact that there is like mechanical translation available does make it tempting to translate into a bunch of languages, but please, developers, please pay people to do this. It's machine translation is not there yet. We're not there yet. You have to play a human being to do it. A couple of people are playing it. January 13th. So not a long time, but not a super short time either. Picked up 38 followers, which is decent, but not setting the world on fire. And there are at least 2 negative reviews, but there are also at least 3 positive reviews. So that's what I'm going to put down. What am I going to think? Okay, well, hold on. Let's see if these people, M9 Games, have done other ones. Yes, they have. Okay, so these people have been making quite a few little escape room games, which are selling somewhere in the range of 1,000 copies each. So yeah, that is about what I think I'm going to guess for this one. I'm going to guess 1,000 copies. Best of luck, M9 Games. Sweets Pusher Friends is our next game for $4.49, down from $4.99, developed and published by STP Works. Oh wow. The acronym STP is something that haunted my life for a couple of years back, between like 2012 and 2014, because it is the acronym for Smart Terrain Point, which is a I don't know, probably not worth getting into that, but it was a game development job where we had to talk about STPs a lot. In this case, it is Sweet Pusher Friends, publisher STP Works. This is an online cooperative pusher game where you scoop sweets and get them by pushing them on the table and catching them in the box. Cooperate with other players to complete minigames and win various puzzles. So this is kind of weird. I don't really get this one. I'm guessing this is maybe based on like existing arcade games. Maybe? I don't know how you would collaborate if all you control is like when the gripper activates. STP Works, have you made other games? You have. You've made a few. Okay. There are some positive reviews for this. I wonder what they are experiencing. The first look is interesting, but the impression is that the game is too shallow. Still, positive review. Looks like people are playing this for several hours, though, right? I don't get this one. This is operating on a different wavelength than me. I don't really get this one. Still, 10 positive reviews, not bad. Let's check the charts. A truly astonishing number of players for this game. I am missing something. I don't know what it is, but I'm definitely missing something. This went up on the 23rd of January. Picked up a grand total of 78 followers. Somehow got into the top 500 in top sellers. Got 8 positive reviews and 1 negative review. And somehow has almost 500 people currently playing it. What is going on? I am very confused. Huh. All right. I don't understand this one at all. What am I gonna guess on this one? I am going to guess 500 and also just like shrug because I don't get this one. No, if it's 500, they've already got 500 players. It has to be more than that. 2,000? 2,000, sure. Man, this one is going to haunt me because I do not understand. All right, moving on to our next one, which is Synthwave FURY. Synthwave FURY is for sale for $2.37, down from $3.39, developed and published by Virtual Edition. Feel the fury. Speed your way across an endless highway of neon lights, mechanical foes, and the synthwave palm trees in this virtual world of pure retro 80s nostalgia. All right, they definitely got the vibes going, the visual style going. I'm going to turn on the sound just to see if they got the synthwave good. Yep, they got the synthwave pretty good. All right, I dig this. I think there's definitely room in the world for this one. 7 user reviews. Good game to pick up for 10 minutes at a time. Played it for 15 hours though. Wow. Okay, this person played it for an hour, left a review, and then went back for another 6 hours. This person did not like it. Okay. Interesting. This is the 1.0 release, I guess. Yeah, full release now. All right, so this was in early access for a while. Not many people are playing it. And it went up on, store page went up on May 26, 2022. So, 50 followers. 4 positive, 3 negative. So there are some problems with it. I like Synthwave. The game looks amazing and everything I wanted to relax enjoying. The steering and handling cars are the worst and most uncomfortable I've ever seen in a racing game before. Oh no. This person was complaining about the mechanics of the actual cars as well. I hope that they fixed that from the time that these reviews were sent in. As it stands, what am I going to guess? 200? I think I'm going to guess 200. Best of Luck Virtual Edition. Moving on to our next game, which is TAL Arctic 5. For sale for $1.09, down from $1.29. Developed by SNKL Studio and published by the same. Badoo. TAL Arctic 5, the final part of the adventures of an unknown creature. Go through all the mazes and be reunited with your family. Okay, so this is a Yeti-themed Sokoban game, I think? With like puzzles on the boxes? Okay. SNKL Studios, you look like you're like Cute Hana. Yeah, lots of releases. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is part of a series. Apparently, TAL is a series. This person likes it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna check the charts on this one. And went up on the 25th of January. Not a bunch of time, and only picked up 3 followers and 1 positive review. So I'm gonna guess probably 30 people will check this one out. Best of luck to SNKL Studio. Moving on to Taxi Driver Simulator Car Parking. This is Inspector Studios game for today. Which is for sale for $1.09, down from $1.29, developed by Yusuf Islam Sayan and Sam Dakar, and published by Inspector Studios. This is Taxi Driving Simulator Car Parking. Become a good taxi driver in the city and complete the car parking missions. Kind of weird that it's a taxi game, but you're not picking up passengers, you're just parking the car. Interesting. No reviews. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I think there was one review there. There was. I don't understand that one, but they do not appear happy. And I'm going to say one negative review. We're going to check the charts. And it went up on the 27th of January. $17 followers, and what are we going to say? I don't know, 150 for this one. Assuming that it works, right? I think some people will buy it just to drive it around as a taxi car. Best of luck, Yusuf and Samet. See you tomorrow, I'm betting. I'm going to move on to our next game, which is The Cursed Knight. The Cursed Knight is for sale for $12.99, developed by GGS Studio Creation and published by Broke Studio. The Cursed Knight is an action platformer shoot-'em-up game based on a die and retry style, and made with love and passion to pay tribute to the games made in the 90s. Okay. Yeah, definitely getting a sort of 90s feel from this. Cool. Shoot 'em up. Okay, so it looks like it's a combination of sometimes a platformer and sometimes a side-scrolling shooter. Nice. I grew up with a Genesis NES, so I might be more forgiving towards this game out of nostalgia, although I must say this game feels like a combination of Silver Surfer and Mega Man. Yeah, it looks like that. This person gave it a 7 out of 10. Let us check the charts. Game went up. It was pretty slick. Yeah, I like that mechanic. It's very cool. December 15th. And they picked up 43 followers. And they got 1 positive review. I think I'm going to guess 120 maybe? Yeah, that's probably going to be my guess. I could be very easily wrong on that one. It does look very charming. Nice job, GGS Studio. We're going to move on, though, to They Love Them, which is for sale for $1.09, down from $1.29. They Love Them is a romantic match 3 puzzle game. Impress your date by showering them with gifts and affection. Match 3 gifts to send them to your partner. Quickly send gifts to maintain a combo. Okay, so we got cute people and a match 3 game. Okay. Interesting art style. I do like the characters. I wonder if there's more than just these 2 characters, though. Looks like it's just these 2. So I'm guessing the game is relatively small. Very, very short store page description and no reviews. Okay, let's check the charts. And went up on the 27th of January. And then they picked up 5 followers. So, my guess is that this game was built fairly quickly and also not advertised very much. Still, good job, Thomas Yanuziello? I'm definitely mispronouncing that. Sorry. Good job, Thomas Yanuziello. Not sure. What am I going to guess on this one? 40, maybe, I think. Okie dokie. We're into the final stretch, last few games here. Our next game is Unblocking, which is for sale for $15.49, developed and published by Displaced Bits. Unblocking is a casual VR game based on dragging piece blocks to clear lines boards. It supports 3 games modes: puzzle, multiple levels, relax time limit mode, and arcade live space mode. Okay. So, is it just Tetris? Okay, no, it's not just Tetris. It's using Tetrimas, or similar ones, but... Okay. So it is Tetris, but you're like pulling from a set of puzzle pieces. Huh. They have a demo and no reviews. I think the capsule image is a bit dark and uncommunicative, and the name in the capsule image is very small. March 23rd. Only picked up 8 followers in almost a year on Steam. I think this one could probably be... I wouldn't be surprised if this was a heartbreaker. It looks like quite a bit of work went into this one. The trailer is quite high effort. We have a bunch of mixed media stuff, where like, or overlays where a real human being is playing the game. Yeah. If I had to guess, I just think that this was not marketed at all. Or if it is, it wasn't marketed on Steam. Maybe it was marketed for like the Quest platform or something. Hard to say. As it stands, I'm going to guess maybe 40 for this one as well. Moving on to Vampire Slayer Resurrection, which is for sale for $4.54, down from $6.49, developed and published by Wobbly Tooth. Vampire Slayer is a fast-paced multiplayer FPS featuring 2 completely different teams, vampires and slayers. Neat. Okay, looks like the vampires have jumping superpowers, and the non-vampires, the hunters, have guns, which it seems like it's probably not super fair. We'll see. Based on my Half-Life mod from years ago. Oh, very cool, Wobbly Tooth. Vampire Slayer Resurrection is a new asymmetric first-person hero shooter. I really like the cross effect for some reason. Yeah, it's a cool cross effect. Yeah, see? That's cool. Very odd time we live in when our Half-Life mod made for PC comes back as a PC port. Yes, a PC port of a developed for console game. Huh. VS is back, baby. All right, looks like there is kind of an established fan base for this game. Very cool. I never played the original mod. In fact, it came out years before I was born. Wow. But this remake is pretty great. Has a few bugs, though. Okay, cool. Let's see if they have, so far, maintained a player base. They have 2 players right now, so it is technically possible to play this at the moment. And the store page went up on the 16th December. No, there we go. They have 125 followers, which is quite decent indeed, with 8 positive and 2 negative reviews. So they just got over the limit for Steam to start promoting them. So I hope that they pick up a bunch more space. I'm going to guess, I think I'm going to guess 2,200 for this one. Not a lot of evidence on that one, but I think it'll do decently. Nice job, Wobbly Tooth. And I'm glad that you resurrected your vampire game. Moving on to our next game, which is Violet Wisteria. Violet Wisteria is for sale for $17.54, down from $19.49, developed and published by Canapro Games. 90s style platformer with a completely unique attack system. Slash your way through 8 stages of pure skill-based platforming. A unique attack system. Are you sure about that? Hearts for health, yay! I think a lot of games have swords in them. I'm going to reread that because I'm really tired right now. A 90s style platformer with a completely unique attack system. It absolutely requires a controller. That's an interesting choice. All player feedback from the demo was taken into account, and Canapro polished up the game to an absurd level. Hey, that's very good to know. I've been playing the heck out of this demo, and now seeing the final project in action, it is beautiful. Using the magic sword is quite difficult, but I love to play this character. Oh, I'm guessing there's probably an interesting input system for the magical sword. Like maybe maybe you have to do sort of Street Fighter style moves to do stuff with it or something. Let's see. Is it going to explain? Violet Wisteria's claim to fame is its tricolor attack gimmick, which can be likened to rock, paper, scissors, but with colors instead of symbols. Oh, okay. So it's color-based. All right. Not what I was thinking. Still, people seem to like it. Nobody playing it right now. Went up on July 15th. Was that July or... Yeah, July 16th. I got that completely wrong. July 16th, 2022. There we go. Much better. And 11 positive reviews. Not bad reviews, but probably not going to translate into a ton of sales. They probably only sold about 300 or 400 copies right now. I'm going to guess 1,500 for this one. That is my guess. I will remind everybody that these are just guesses. I have really no idea what I'm doing. All right, 3 games left. Our next game is WarfareBattle. WarfareBattle is for sale for $19.49, developed and published by Sapir Alon. Play WarfareBattle. Land on strategic locations, loot weapons and supplies, and survive to become the last one standing in Battle Royale mode, or prepare to duel in close quarters in TDM or control modes, and more. Okay, is this a multiplayer game? It does not say. Nope, this is a single-player game. Okay. Tactical gameplay and daring new innovations that go beyond the Battle Royale experience. Well, it's unlikely to be a Battle Royale if it's only single-player. So, no reviews. It is in early access, though, so maybe they're going to add multiplayer later? I don't know. Interesting choices going on there. And looks like only one person played it. And January 27th. And they picked up 3 followers. So, it looks like Sapir Alon has not really told many people about their game. I'm going to guess 20 people check this one out. Best of luck, Sapir Alon. Moving on to... Oh boy. Alright, everybody brace yourselves. Our next game is Winnie the Pooh, the Serial Killer. For sale for $4.49. Down from $4.99, developed and published by Ambitious Shark, and straight from the public domain. It is Winnie the Pooh, the Serial Killer. Here we go. Oh no, okay. Winnie the Pooh, the Serial Killer is a third-person shooter where your goal is to use a stealthy approach and kill as many civilians as possible, or hostile approach and kill as many police as possible before the time runs out. I am genuinely disappointed. I was really hoping that this was going to be a short form horror game where you were being chased by Winnie the Pooh. Okay. Well, I don't think there's a whole lot here. Gameplay loop is solid and the city looks good. Some of the house gliders are a bit broken and the game could have even more weapons and maps. A first of its kind, a serial killer genre game with stealth-based Winnie elements. 6.8 out of 10. Thank you both. Okay. I do notice that they did not put him in his red shirt. His red shirt of being sued by Disney. He's just a very naked bear. Okay. All right. 14 followers, which is admittedly more than I expected. It came out on January 18th. Picked up 2 positive reviews, and I am going to guess 100 people checked this one out. I'm very surprised this isn't free. Moving on to our final game of the day. Incidentally, if anyone wants to make a Winnie the Pooh game where you are actually being chased by a murderous Winnie the Pooh, I think that would genuinely be quite alarming, and it would probably get some traction on that one. All right. Our final game is Reverse Woman of Human Ball. That title is making me a little sketchy. It's definitely a poorly translated title, but okay. It is for sale for $4.99, developed and published by Tokyo Naomi. So I am just gonna, real quick, open this one off screen for a second just to make sure that nothing weird is going on here. Something very weird is definitely going on, but not in the way that I anticipated at all. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's something. Ball transportation, instant death, and race game. Reverse Woman of Human Ball. You steer 156 miles per hour reverse woman and do jobs transporting ball-like human ball. To be delicate, to deal with venerable human ball-like eggs, and to be brave to transport human ball within the time limit. Which I am sure is very clear and easily comprehensible to everyone involved. I don't know if I need to go into more detail on this one. Like, we all understand what's happening here. Ha! All right. Yep, very clear. I definitely understand what's happening in this one. Startlingly, there are no reviews for this. Some people did check it out on Twitch. That's interesting. And store page went up on the 12th of January. With only 4 followers and no reviews. So what do I guess on this one? Gosh, it's so very normal. What did the capsule even look like? It looked like the player character. Reverse Woman of Human Ball. Ha. 20. Yes, you did. Hi, Para. Yeah, we're just finishing up with possibly the strangest game I've ever seen. All right. Well, there we go. Those are the games for February 9th. And we had about 35% of them get 0 reviews and or negligible sales. I did kind of want to go over the very first Hollow Knight trailer, but I think I'm going to do that tomorrow because I am about to pass out. I am extremely tired. I bid you all a lovely afternoon. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Even Para, who only showed up in the last 5 minutes. That was very nice of you to drop by. Anyways, everyone have a lovely day. I'm going to go to sleep now.